Hey guys, just got in the car. We're heading out to our family property, or at least I am. Gonna get some ride time in, a little bit of practice. That's more of what today is gonna be, is practice. I wanna get some time on the clutch, learn how to get my front tire up as I'm beginning to kind of experiment with that, maybe do some drills and stuff. So find out, we'll see you guys then. Alright, well, we made it to my grandma's, which is like family property, and we got a couple things we can check out around here. I'll do a ride around this track, warm up my bike, and yeah, we'll get on the trails a little bit. Go enjoy some riding time before we get started today. So we got here, and I told you the intention was for the training and checking it out. I think a lot of what I want to do today is kind of show you what I've been learning over the last couple of years. You know, there's a lot that I've learned. There's a lot more for me to learn. You know, it's been friends that teach me, and also YouTube. But those friends are the ones sending me those YouTube videos, and so it's kind of fun having them and doing the things that I do. I really enjoy it. You know, I don't want to stop doing this. This is just for fun. If it turns into something, that'd be crazy, but this is fun to me, you know, doing this kind of stuff, talking to you guys, hopefully enjoying it. I'm just having fun. You're getting the real Trent, you know, enjoying it. You know, as we go out to ride today, let's just pray for protection. Lord, I pray that you'd be with us, keep us safe on this ride, Lord. Watch out for deer, even though I'm in my own territory. And I just pray that you keep us protected. In your name, amen. Tree! Coming out from the other side here. Turn this way. There we go. Come out this way. Like cooling it a little bit. Somebody's unhappy. Well, here's the ride already. Hunting areas. Do you know what, where we're gonna go? I kind of want to start my day today with you guys right in here, so we'll see you guys once we get in there. This is where you watch me go down. I mean, camera views of people going down are pretty funny, right? You can't see nearly as much this time of year as you can other times of year. Take some in first gear here. Hop stuff if I need to. With the street. There we go. Can we make it out of here? Let's see. Going a little deeper here. Look at that little valley. I don't know that we're getting over that tree. We're not quite ready for that one. But we'll get over here. Oh, a little bit of a stall out there, but we got over it, didn't we? This bike does not have e-starts. It's always kicking it. There we go. Situation one conquered. You guys ever seen how much more work goes into shooting your own videos? Like, I don't know if any of you guys have ever shot videos, and I'm just getting started, but off the bike, on the bike, off the bike, on the bike, because I'm like, oh, that'd be a cool shot, but I'm like, oh, who's gonna shoot that? I'm gonna shoot that because I gotta get off my bike. As you can hear, I'm out of breath because I'm run. But it's all for you guys to get some cool shots of me doing some either dumb stuff or cool stuff. But a cell phone, a stick, and one GoPro works pretty good for me. So one of my previous videos, I had a hard time kind of flicking the bike up and over something. So I want to learn, there's a log over there. I want to try and line the bike up with it right here. And I want to try and learn that clutch control of popping it over. So we're going to do that a few times to kind of get some practice runs in on that and see what it kind of feels like. Now I'm just getting over there. I think if I just run these sticks over and get lined up. So like right here, see this? This was what I struggled with last time. And I'm trying to figure out how in the world to get across this. So I think what it was I had to kind of get one foot on the peg, the outside, pop the clutch and get it up and over. Let's see if this works. Nope. Alright, let's see. How did I do that last time? I think it's, let's see if I can get it. Compress and go. Similar, alright. That's doable. We can work with that. Let's try that again. You don't get good at it until you do it right, and if you're in your own property, this is the perfect place. I know there's people that know where I'm at. I'm not very far back, so I'm not going to get to the point where I'm hurt. Let's try it again. Find that spot. You can be protected, safe, and I got all my gear on. Just keep trying. Woo! All right. I hear my frame hitting, so I got to be careful about that. But I'll kind of show you what I figured out about this. Just for me, and I know this form isn't perfect. I know I have a ton to learn when it comes to form, you guys, so don't tear me up too bad, but I gotta kind of compress. And I've seen online, you kind of compress with your hips, and then you pop back. With the hips, pop back. So what it looks like is, and then the bike stands when you let the clutch out. You also got to know where your clutch goes out. My clutch handle engages right about there. So it'd be good to do some clutch drills, and I'll show you some of those later that would help you get to this step. But for now, let's see if I can do it. Alright. Not too bad. Alright, another thing I found is a log right here. Now, small is probably better for practice, but you can see it, and I'll switch the angles so you can see that in a minute. But see that little log there? It's kind of learning how to get the clutch up. Now look how much space I have. There's one over there I want to try, but not until I've run some practice drills where I know I can confidently get this tire over. But let's see kind of how this goes. Let's do a run up on it. Alright, not quite. Got to get that front tire up a little more. Kind of running back here. Come from both ways. Let's see here. There we go. Confidently using your clutch is the hard part. I'm learning how to get that off the ground right now, so that's all the practice is taking, is getting that front tire off the ground. And look, I'm just kind of going back and forth. That's all I'm doing, learning it, and we'll kind of step it up from there. Now this bike has really soft suspension, so going over a log like this, I could literally just drive over it, but there's no point in driving over it. What if I'm on a different bike? Alright, let's go ahead and try this bigger log, see if we're ready for it. Now this one has an obstacle, so we'll do a run up on it. I'll show you the obstacle. So see that tree right there? We're going to be going right where that dead spot is. We're going to do our run up right here. See if we can't get up and over that tree. Alright. No broken pieces. Not nearly as scary as I thought it was. It was actually way easier. I was not gonna lie to you guys, I was a little nervous there for a minute. That branches in the face. Don't have my goggles on. We'll do that a couple times. See what we can get over this log with. Maybe we'll find a bigger one. All right. Not too bad. Kind of dodging branches and stuff. Look at all these logs back here. I know there's a valley over there we can go into, a small one that has some logs, but you can't see as much. You can also, one thing I kind of found cool when I was out here riding, deer trails. They create like the best single track. You just gotta be attentive and be looking all around as to where they're going, because you never know what's in them. But deer trails are some pretty sweet single track to practice your balance on as you get more used to it. There's also a little hill over here that I've gone up and down. I think it's up this way. The river's pretty low this time of year. Here's that valley. Woo! Sand washout. Valley with a tree here. Looks like the deer are down here all the time. Ooh, I gotta get used to keeping my weight in the front. It's like a butt shot. Deer trail, same thing we just were on. See if we can get up and over the log. Ready? No problems. It's good to practice, you know. If you're not doing it over and over again, it's the same thing as they taught us in school. Except for I'm a hands-on learner, and I know there's going to be some pain involved in a lot of it. And then there's these annoying things. Right back, I'm going to pick those up with my arm. I wasn't going to show you this, but holy smokes, these little guys hold on with a vengeance. You can't. These are like them little dry things. I always find them on my pants. It's probably because I come here, but it is the most annoying thing on the earth to pick these suckers off. I mean, there's more annoying things, but look at them things. I've been picking at these things for like 5 minutes now, and I'm not going to get it perfect, but at least get my hand free. Goodness. Squishing them like bugs. Get off of my glove. I'm going to come back through that bush. Just so you know, I'll be back. The story continues. I look down. Ugh. I lost that round. Alright, so I finally got those pickers off, and I look up, and I see this log here that I haven't tried crossing yet. I don't know if it's a good idea, but that didn't stop me before. I'm going to try and cross that. We'll get this camera set up for you guys. Alright, this is either really going to hurt, or it's not going to hurt at all. Let's find out, shall we? Little spinneroos here. Cross it a little lower here. All right. Not terrible. Let's see if we can do it again. Cross it a little further out. Carry a little more speed with me there. A little more speed, right? Here we go, guys. What if you that is pretty scary. Good news! I didn't crash. We'll be right back. Going out of my comfort zone for you guys a little bit here. I lost the clutch. Whew. All right, we're gonna try one more time. It didn't hurt. It more surprised me. All right, let's try it. Six up for one more time. Up the hill, back down. Gotta hang on to that clutch. Why am I start going now? You don't do it until you do it right. Sometimes it's the option to fail. I'm not done here yet. Not done here. I'm gonna go until I get a nice one. And I gotta hang on to the bike too, that's the hard part. My grip's getting taxed. One more. One more, we'll call it good. Over that log pretty easy now. Let's try one more spot here. Come on, baby. Whoa, we got it though. All right, another thing that I want to show you guys is a clutch drill that I learned. Now your front brake is helpful in this, but what you're gonna have for this, and we'll shut the bike off for a minute. Your clutch, you got your front brake. What you're going to do is you're going to do really well with finding where your clutch opens at. What point this starts. Mine's right about there is where I remember it. I've kind of got like muscle memory when it comes to this particular bike. But each bike is different. Some of the ones that don't have a hydraulic clutch, that have a cable, a little bit of a different feel. You know what I mean? So what you want to do is you want to get on this. You're going to get up on that hill there. You're going to let it coast up and you let it coast down. So you're going to open the clutch, close the clutch, open the clutch, close the clutch. But you want to be careful. Pay attention to your bike. Mine at time has overheated with this just because there's not a lot of airflow and there's a lot of, well, burning gas going through it. Doesn't mean that this bike is perfect. There could be an issue when it comes to that, but that's what this bike does. So let's get started with trying that out. All right, here we go. So we're gonna roll up to it and I'm in first gear. Roll up to it and let the clutch down. Now, I didn't do a great job of keeping the bike alive there, but you want to keep the bike alive the entire time. This also helps you kind of balance on the downhill. So back up to it, and back down it. And use your clutch as the brake. Try not to use your front brake. And right about here, you can see that I can hold the bike nice and steady under a nice little load. Then let off, and open the bike up. This kind of helps you find where your clutch is at, and know where you can use it. And when it comes to that blip that we were doing earlier, this drill is huge for that. Once again up, and back down. Well, I hope today's video kind of helped you guys understand how to use the bike a little more if you're interested in enduro. Obviously, I'm learning, you know, and so I told you you'd see the journey of me learning. A couple weeks ago, I started working on getting my front end up, and I have a ton to learn. I mean, you guys see me eat it a couple, or not almost eat it. I'll go over the front end a couple times, but you know what? That's what makes it fun. The challenge and beating the challenge. So until next time, you guys, have a good one. And we'll see you. Like and subscribe for me.